international politics, after concluding his China visit, Russian President Vladimir Putin held no guns back. In fact, Putin reiterated that every country has the right to choose its own security guarantees, including Ukraine, but also stressed that this principle applies equally to Russia as well. In fact, blaming Western powers for ignoring Russia's security concerns, Putin dismissed a German chancellor's remarks, calling him a war criminal, saying that Mers was attempting to deflect the West's responsibility for the tragic incident unfolding in Ukraine. He said if common sense prevails, then there is light at the end of the tunnel. Let's listen in.
Back in 2022, we urged Ukrainian authorities to respect the choices of people living in southeastern Ukraine, withdraw their troops from there, and end the conflict immediately. I must say this proposal wasn't entirely rejected at first. However, after the insistent urging of our Western European colleagues, withdrew troops from Kiev, the situation changed rapidly. We were then told, almost verbatim, "Now we will fight until either you twist our heads off or we twist yours off." I don't recall if I've ever stated this publicly, but it sounded like that. Nevertheless, it seems to me that if common sense prevails, it will be possible to agree on acceptable terms for ending this conflict. What I think about this? I think this is an unsuccessful attempt to absolve himself. Well, not him personally, but his country and the collective West in general, of responsibility for the tragedy that is happening now in Ukraine. What I mean, let me remind you, I have already said many times, in 2014, ministers of 3 European countries came to Kiev and signed a document that, in essence, was an agreement between the current government, between President Yanukovych at the time and the opposition. And in accordance with this agreement, all controversial issues of a political nature were to be resolved within the constitutional framework by peaceful means, by legal means. And literally in 2 days or the next day, a coup d'etat occurred, bloody and cruel. None of these guarantors lifted a finger to return the situation to the legal framework.
Никто из этих гарантов пальцем не пошевелил, чтобы вернуть ситуацию в правовое поле.